Welcome to Funniest Basketball Bloopers.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay Johnstone, and over the course of this next half hour, we're going to bring to you some of the crazier moments that have occurred in the world of basketball, not only on the court, but off the court as well. On tap for you today, we have a roast for Charles Barkley. We have a visit from the Harlem Globetrotters and plenty of those hoop bloops. So sit back and relax and enjoy as we bring to you the lighter side of basketball.
Round and round we go. Where and when the round ball stops, nobody knows.
7 seconds left. Pressure's got to be put on. A steal. It's in! Holy God! Holy God! Holy God! I don't believe it! That is Calvi, right? Holy, that is Calvi!
Now that we've got your attention, let's try and keep it with some heads-up basketball. Sorry, pal, that doesn't count. But this one does. A length of the court pass that goes off his teammate's head and into the basket to win the game. Bored already, sir? Well, here's something to get you going. Tie game, mom's operating the video camera when her son hits the game-winning shot. Besides being exciting, the game of basketball can also be pretty physical.
I'm falling and I can't get up!
And neither can this next group of guys and gals.
Through the years, I've seen thousands of crazy basketball plays, but this next one has to rank right up there as one of the strangest. Now pay close attention as we slow things down a little and explain to you exactly what's going on during this play.
You're right, Jay. This was a crazy one. Watch the team in white. In particular, this guy right here, who's about to leave the screen. In fact, not only did he leave the screen, but he also left the gymnasium. And his defender, right here, has no idea where he went. But the point guard knows exactly where he went. He's out in the hallway, getting ready to run around through the side door. He gets the pass and buries the three-pointer, just like they planned it. Okay, here it is again, this time in regular speed. As the team in white works the ball around, pay close attention to the hallway area where you'll see our sneaky hoopster. There he goes, and here he comes. Squares up and hits the shot. Pretty clever play, guys. Certainly not legal, but pretty clever. Wow. If you thought that last play was wild, get a load of these next ones. Here, the player on the fast break uses the floor to score the bucket. The same thing happens on this play as number 12 tries to save the ball and winds up putting it in the basket.
Nice save by White. Barnes, nice save. Whoa! That's got to be the three-pointer of the century.
If it wasn't, then this one is. Here it is again. Somehow, our high schooler manages to whip the ball behind his back, and it kisses off the glass for 3 points. Here are some more unbelievable shots. This one comes from behind the backboard. It's good. And this three comes from behind the head. And watch this story. Number 32 hits the desperation length of the court shot to win the game. And the next day at practice, his coach says, "Okay, hot shot, let's see you do it again." Go. And those are just a few of the plays we consider to be unbelievable.
During the 1992 Summer Olympics, the U.S. men's basketball team became known as the Dream Team. Well, we've decided to put together a dream team of our own. These guys are the NBA stars who have fallen victim to our elaborate pranks. Let's listen to the starting lineup.
Starting at guard, number 3 from the Orlando Magic, Dennis Scott. We had poor Dennis stuck in an elevator with a pregnant woman who was pretending to have a baby. And what did Dennis do?
Help! 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 We stuck in the elevator!
Hang on, I'm gonna call the elevator guy.
Hurry up! Hurry up! She thinks she might have a baby! Hurry up!
At the other guard from the Philadelphia 76ers, Johnny Dawkins. While at a golf outing, Johnny was doing a normal TV interview. That is until Manute Bol decided to interrupt things by driving a golf cart through a fake wall. Starting at forward for this dream team from the Miami Heat, Ronnie Cycli. Ronnie believed he'd landed a huge endorsement contract for a new sports drink. That is, till he tasted it.
Jeez.
What's the matter, Ronnie? You didn't like it?
No.
At the other forward from the Portland Trailblazers, number 25, Jerome Kersey. Kersey almost bought the farm here when he thought Danny Ainge and Allah Abdelnaby had invested $50,000 of his money to buy a one-eyed racehorse that wasn't worth a dime. Poor Jerome.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Right now, I want you to look at that camera right there and that camera right over there. That's the ugliest horse I've ever seen in my life. You thought I would give $50,000
And finally, Jimmy Rogers, former coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Little did Jimmy know that Pooh Richardson was waiting to flood his face with shaving cream.
Water hits the spot.
You guys got me.
And we do salute those members of our NBA Pranks Dream Team.
From our dream team, let's move on to some fraternity fun. We have learned that over the years, college kids, more than anyone else, when they get in front of a camera, love to ham it up. When you turn on the lights and the tape begins to roll, presto, instant entertainment. So, with that in mind, we took our camera crew to Villanova University, where we found a few guys ready to really ham it up.
As you can see, we really didn't need the cheerleaders to get these guys fired up. The fraternity brothers were out in full force and ready to get down. And get down they did with some one-on-one blindfolded basketball. Each participant was required to don our beautiful blindfold along with this bandana. Then their coach would direct them to where the ball was on the court. And as you can imagine, we came across plenty of funny moments. After hours and hours of bad basketball, the game finally ended when this fella made the shot. And the crowd went nuts. Another crazy college event is the Dick Vitale Sound-Alike Contest, where every year, students from all over the country gather to imitate Dickie V. But before they begin, Vitale always offers these contestants some friendly advice.
Sound like me, but don't look like me, baby, because if you look like me, you're in a whole lot of trouble.
I like this kid's style. Look at the way he says, Coach, give me the ball, give me the ball. I'll make you proud.
Oh, baby, it's great to be back here in Raleighwood, North Carolina. But I remember who's sitting over there in Chapel Hill. He's Dino. He's the Michelangelo. They number one, the big cheese, the head honcho.
Showtime, baby, it's good. Look at him. He looks like John Saunders stroking his J. He looks like me stroking the J. He's awesome, baby.
Oh, I'm so excited, baby! This is awesome! It's incredible!
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Vitale at the birth of his first child.
Oh, it's awesome, baby! It's flat out awesome! There's the head! It's bald, just like mine! Look at him shaking, bacon, rock and roll! He's gonna be a PTP, I can tell, a potty-trained paisan. I know what you're saying, Rumiel Robinson. You're saying, what about me, Dickie V? Don't worry, Rumiel! You're still my Rolls-Royce point guard. I want you handling the rock, but I firmly believe that this little guy, this little girl is gonna be a true diaper dandy.
Hoops bloops are what we call these next plays, and folks, I guarantee you we're gonna bring the house down with this action. Or at least we'll bring down the backboard. Brian Hopgood of Louisville with the not-so-good foul shot. Did you like that, Denny? Well, you'll love this. Our mascot who puts one in from half court. Can you do it again? He sure can as he hits two in a row. And here are a couple of long-distance dedications, ladies style. Wow is right as the little guy gets a little help from his teammates with the dunk. And this next one's for you, pal. Watch the coach. Actually, watch his pants. Coach, you just ripped your pants, and the crowd loves it.
There's nothing like the excitement of a basketball arena, which kind of leads me to my next story. John Simpson was a college student that had to make 4 shots, including one from half court, to win a new car. Now, can you guess what John did?
John Simpson.
Here they are, the stuntmen of basketball, the Bud Light Daredevils. 12 years ago, these guys got their start when their founder, Ty Cobb, accepted the challenge from a friend to do a flip off a trampoline and slam a basketball through a hoop. And 12 years later, this slam dunk group still brings the crowd to its feet with their acrobatic flips and their trampoline slams. And since that first dunk, the Daredevils have created sideshows and characters such as Squeegee Man, whose primary job is to run the length of the court and slam his head against the backboard. Now that looks like fun. The Bud Light Daredevils, a rib-tickling halftime show that gives new meaning to Dick Vitale's term, Slam Bam Jam, baby.
Charles Barkley of the Phoenix Suns is one of the more vocal players of the NBA. Regardless of the subject, Charles is never at a loss for words. Well, we have found some rare footage of Charles not talking. It's the first annual Charles Barkley Roast.
The location was the 12 Caesars restaurant in Philadelphia, a place where these celebrities gathered to attend a roast for the Easter Seal Society. The roastee? Charles Barkley of the Phoenix Suns. Now, the evening began with a cocktail party, where some of the roasters had already begun to take their digs at Charles.
Yeah, I didn't know Charles did any good things, and this is great. I'm glad he's doing something for a change.
Well, when you talk about warm, generous people, a person who is team-oriented, who thinks first of winning rather than individual goals and statistics, you're not talking about Charles Barkley.
Finally, it came time to put Charles on the spot. But before the jokes started to fly, the dais appropriately brought out their umbrellas just in case Charles decided to let some spit fly. And when the jokes did begin, Charles was the center of it all.
You've heard a lot about Charles' academic background. Charles was a great student at Auburn. You don't know that. He really was a great student. It's how I got him in that was the real problem. I got him in with the rock test. Here's the rock test. Which hand's got the rock in it? Charles failed that thing 3 times.
I love your attitude because you're always the same. You're like, you are treated like any other player, and that's the beauty of you. You know what I mean? You treat your coach, Jimmy Lynam, that little Mick Elf from West Catholic, with the most respect. I like the way you handle that. Once in a while you stop back, you take a 3-pointer, give him the finger. I like that. I like the fact that you have so much respect for him. You know what I'm saying?
Banky at the horn. He hit it! He hit it! He hit it! Brian Banky hit a desperation 3. We're going to overtime.
And as they go to overtime, we're going to go to some kids' time and take a look at a few youngsters out on the court. And we mean literally out on the court, as this toddler wanders out of the floor during the game. Luckily, she's scooped up and delivered safely back to mom. Watch closely here. The team in yellow just made the foul shot. But look who's bringing in the ball. The team in yellow. The referee doesn't notice anything. Obviously, the team in yellow doesn't notice anything. And what do? They come down to the opposing team's basket and put it in for 2 points. And here's another bizarre play. The home team is playing by themselves. Why? Because the visiting team hasn't come out of the locker room after halftime yet. Come on, guys, we're waiting. The ref counts 5 seconds, gives the ball back to the home team. They inbound and put it in. Little late, aren't you, fellas? This is one of my favorites. Watch the little guy after he fouls out.
Foul on Peraldo, and that will be all for J.C. Peraldo. He is fouled out of this game. He literally goes right out of the game.
You know, kids are great to watch on a basketball court because you never know what to expect. Well, the same holds true for these next guys. You see, they're the clown princes of basketball, and I was lucky enough to have a chance to play with them. Introducing to you the Harlem Globetrotters.
Every night, this group brings their act to a different arena. And every night, these guys and gal get the crowd jumping with their razzle-dazzle routine. Now, the Globetrotters haven't lost a game in more than 20 years, but today their opponent, the Washington Generals, have a secret weapon. That's right, our host, Jay Johnstone. Sweet Lou Dunbar, who's the prince of pranks on this Globetrotter squad, says that today he has plenty in store for Big Jay.
I have a lot of action for Jay. I will be checking him. I'm following him all the way to the bank. If he has to go to the bank, I'm going with him. I'll be his deposit slip.
All right, Jay, since Sweet Lou's cashing you in, what's your strategy for today's game?
Prayer? A lot of prayer. I already have my shots down. I'm shooting from half court and all the corners. I figure it'll take them a long time to get to me. I got it already planned.
Since you have it planned, let's get going. But remember, Jay, don't try too hard to win, because
beating the Harlem Globetrotters is becoming like shooting Santa Claus. Nobody wants that to happen, so we try not to let it happen.
Now remember, Santa's life is on the line here. Nice move, Jay. I think it's time for somebody to cool you off.
No!
Hey, I didn't need another bath.
What do you mean, another bath? One a year just doesn't cut it, Jay. And neither does your foul shooting technique.
Nice shot, bud. I got one.
Well, even with the skills of Jay Johnstone, the Generals still weren't able to win. And so the Globetrotters' streak continues, and their legacy lives on.
Okay, time for our next prank. For this one, we traveled to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, where we met up with Jeff Mullins, former NBA star, now head basketball coach for UNCC. Jeff was more than willing to help us out with this next little joke.
Attractive-looking fellow, wouldn't you say? This fake furry rat, along with Coach Mullins, are getting ready to scare the daylights out of a few people at UNCC. Our victims were under the impression that they were doing a television interview with the coach. Little did they know that during this interview, our furry little friend here, tied to a string, was going to make a guest appearance.
What is that?
And to make this prank even more believable, we hired an exterminator to pretend like he was spraying the room for any of those vicious varmints. Before we began with the players, we first tested this prank out on the school's athletic director, Judy Rose. Here comes that rat, Judy.
You better be glad I didn't say something.
Now let's prank some players. First up, senior Cedric Broadhurst. Next up, point guard Bershawn Thompson. And finally, our last victim, assistant coach Melvin Watkins, who almost jumps out of his skin. As you can imagine, the players especially enjoyed watching Coach Watkins get it.
I kind of like this little fella. Hey, you like hoops? How about jams? Well, in that case, check these out.
Here's a steal by Massey, and he's got a breakaway.
hope you had fun watching the action today. For everyone here, I'm Jay Johnstone, reminding you to keep it on the lighter side. And as we sign off, I thought it would be appropriate to leave you with this awesome ending.
Lincoln Pius High School, with the ball in white uniforms, hits the bucket to take a 6-point lead with time running out. But Wahoo High in the blue uniforms just won't die.
Holy cow! All the way down. It's going to be stolen. They could tie it up with a three-pointer. Yes! It's going to overtime. Holy cow!
Holy cow is right, because in overtime, Wahoo High School went on to win Nebraska State Boys Basketball Championship. Nice job, fellas.
Save. Whoa. That's got to be the three-pointer of the century.
Oh, it's awesome, baby. It's flat out awesome. There's the head. It's bald, just like mine. Look at him shake and bake and rock and roll. He's going to be a PTP, I can tell. A potty-trained Python.
Is how I got him in that was the real problem. I got him in with the rock test. Here's the rock test. Which hand got the rock in it? Charles failed that thing 3 times.
This is one high school football play I don't think was diagrammed on the locker room chalkboard.
Welcome to Amazing Football Bloopers, the video that brings you the best goofs and the funniest gags.
Ready, aim, fire!
Now that's funny. Hi everyone, Jay Johnstone here, and welcome to our show. Today we're going to buckle up the chin straps and slap on the shoulder pads and take a not so serious look at the game of football. Ready? Down. Ready, set. Huh, huh.
A look from the backside now.
Keep your eyes on the fullback here as he completely unravels on the field.
They give it to the fullback instead. He's still fighting away from tacklers. Gohagan across the 40. He's got the first down. He's finally wrestled to the ground by cornerback Mike Jones.
And he's coming apart at the seams, literally. Look at this. He's still got a hold of him. They are still connected.
Here's quarterback Doug Flutie getting more than he bargained for from this clumsy reporter.
No.
Don't worry, Doug. We'll pick up the cleaning bill for your shirt.
What would you do if a runaway fullback came looking to barrel right into you, or a fire-breathing defender came looking to hit anything in sight, including you? Well, if you're a cameraman, you just brace yourself and keep rolling. Right, Dave?
weekend's not over yet.
We move now to less hazardous surroundings as we check out these Auburn football players who hope to entertain us with their unusual musical talents.
We came to Tampa to have some fun. We also came here to get a job done.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled musical interlude with this special report. Jay?
Sorry for the interruption, folks, but we got a potential disaster on our hands. We've lost the football. I've got to start looking for some clues, so come on, let's go.
The mystery of the missing football. Once upon a time in the far-off foggy land, a football disappeared. The search began instantly. The suspects were many, among them Green Man, T-Man, Girl Man, Madman, Hulk Man, Dark Man, and the Masked Man. Players did not play, and the games were almost always delayed. When they did play, it was somehow different.
How do we play without a ball? You put it under his shirt now.
Tempers flared as they looked for the ball.
Now don't you understand? Didn't see the ball. I'm the ref, and I say I didn't see the ball. I can't believe it. Stay away from me. Please stay away.
Strange things began to happen. First, a shootout. Then, a scalping. Then, a hanging. Then, a sighting. And another one.
Are you blind or something? The ball's out there. Hello, Detective Snurd. Ball's been sighted on the field, requesting backup immediately.
There it was, the elusive football. A struggle ensued, and finally, they recovered the ball. Celebrations took place, but the question remained, who done it? Picking it up was Farnsworth. He was the culprit in the mystery of the missing football.
Now look here, boy, I kind of like them pants. Can't make a turkey out of me. Give me them feathers.
Let's return now to the Auburn Rappers, already in progress.
We'll be blowing the minds and showing no shame. At the Hall of Fame is where we'll be with Frank, Wayne, me, and Sweet Tea. So all of y'all, it will be severe to have a Merry Christmas. See, messed it up.
Don't worry, fellas. We'll give you another chance later on. But in the meantime, let's check out this pudgy place kicker who can win the game with this field goal. He hooks it left, but there's a flag on the play, and he gets another chance. This one is blocked, but again a flag. Attempt number 3 now. And this one is wide left, but can you believe another flag? Finally, on his 4th try, he kicks it through for the game winner. Well, it's about time. Let's have some more fun with footage found in our file of football frivolity. Poor Larry Smith. The former Southern Cal head coach just doesn't get the respect he deserves from his players. Watch Herschel Walker give TV reporter Penny Preston all she can handle. Our cheerleader picks out a receiver. And it's out of here.
Baby, yes, baby, yeah!
Check out this winning ticket. Clinton to Gore. Okay, Harvard ladies, how would you like to score our White House duo on their football talents? Nice numbers. Thumbs down for our place kicker here and his poor sense of direction. Maybe he should take a lesson from this homecoming queen, who dons a jersey and kicks the game-winning field goal. And how can we forget Grizzly, who's better than the average bear? Back to you, Jay.
The NFL Pro Bowl in Hawaii pits the best players in football against one another. It also rewards these guys for a job well done with a relaxing week at the beach. So, what a great time for our pranks crew to pull some gags on our unsuspecting victims.
As the players checked into their hotel, they would be greeted by a series of pranks, including a water-squirting camera, an electric shocking lighter, an exploding wallet, and more. First up, Richmond Webb, who falls for the lighter gag. Ouch. No way Troy Aikman would ever fall for that stupid lighter prank.
I'm sorry, Mr. Aikman.
Uh-oh, the phone is ringing.
Excuse me, Ms. Townsend, could you grab that for a second? I think that's for you.
Greg Townsend doesn't
Okay,
realize
thank
it
you
yet,
much.
but his
Aloha.
left ear is all smeared with shaving cream.
Okay. Is that nobody, Miss Townsend?
See?
Thank you. Actually, I'll need your signature right away. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ah, Richmond Webb again.
Hello? Hi, how are you doing? Okay. There you go, Mr. Webb. We're just having a little bit of fun here.
All right, no more monkey
Welcome
business.
to the islands here.
Can I get a picture? Smile. Benny Blades is the best. While he's checking in with his mother, Benny falls for each and every prank.
Can you help me with that phone? You think you can answer that for me, please? His room's not ready. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Blade. We're just trying to have a little fun here with all the Pro Bowl players.
Benny is a great sport, but we're really going to test his patience.
Sorry about that, Mr. Blade.
Here comes the exploding wallet. Benny wants no part of that wallet. He pushes it back to the check-in manager, who promptly pushes it back. Now, Benny's mom goes for it. Benny's friend is now curious about the wallet. While he's examining it, Benny is approached by a woman who asked him to light her cigarette with the electric lighter. Benny's not sure, but hey, why not? Ouch! That stings. By this time, Benny is completely flustered, and that hand still stings. Want a picture, Benny? Finally, it's all
I'll
over.
just need a signature, Mr. Blade. Okay, your room is ready, by the way.
Benny is beside himself. Now let's take a slow motion look at that pen explosion. Benny wants no more, so we're going to reveal our TV camera and put him out of his misery.
Okay, Mr. Blade.
One of the more entertaining parts of football is the vicious hitting that takes place on the field. The hard tackles, the quarterback sacks, and what's even more fun is when everybody gets in on the act. The coaches, the fans, even the mascots.
Ah, yes, the sights and sounds of football. Pads against pads. And helmets against helmets. There's nothing better than watching two teammates work together to give their club the winning edge. And it helps to have solid fan support, especially when unforeseen obstacles get in the way. So make sure you work out all those kinks in practice. And you'll see what kind of excitement a well-prepared team can generate, whether it be from the team mascot on the sidelines or from the fans in the stands. And when all's said and done, you'll be basking in the glory of victory. And the pain and suffering that helped get you there won't hurt quite as bad. halfback pitch. And he cuts back across the field. He's broken it open. And he could go. Yes, I think he's going to go. Literally.
Thanks, fellas. I really needed the blocking on that one.
You've heard of football players getting their bell rung. Well, we've recently met up with some West Virginia Tech football players who were ringing wedding bells for one of their coaches who decided to get hitched right there on the practice field.
I never thought I'd be doing a wedding on the football field.
My wife-to-be, she was kind of reluctant at first, but she's a good sport.
Oh, it's very interesting. I don't think I ever seen one like this before.
Today is Coach White's birthday, and he said he wanted to be special, but I think he just told me that so he could remember his anniversary every year.
And so the happy couple is wed on this day. For better or for worse. For wins or for losses. Congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Mike White. And what did the Whites do on their honeymoon? They watched game films, of course. Let's check out some more goofy game action. Here's quarterback Drew Bledsoe showing off his receiving skills as he catches his own pass. And then shows us his running talents as he takes it in for 6 points. Nice job, Drew. We go from a playmaker to a play faker as this QB fools his own team into jumping off sides. From our home video file, here's Graceland College attempting a field goal and missing. But watch the holder, who snags the ball and runs it in. Too bad it doesn't count. And neither does this play, as the punter takes the snap, bobbles it and kicks it straight up into the air. And into the hands of his teammate who heads for daylight. Sorry, fellas, no touchdown. This receiver gives new meaning to man in motion. An A for creativity, but still only a 3-yard gain. And how about this high school game being delayed by sprinklers?
I love it! Hey, I really got my hats off to the Spartans. Good football, and now look at this choreographed water sports.
Oh, hi, folks. Did you know that Notre Dame football coach Lou Holtz is one of the more well-known sports personalities around? Next to me, of course. He's also one of the more photogenic ones. Let's take a look at some of these flattering and not so flattering clips of the man known as Sweet Lou.
Here's Lou Holtz, the coach. And here's Lou Holtz, the quarterback, throwing long for a score. Now keep in mind that Lou's not big on celebrations, so disregard this feeble attempt at a high five. Now when things aren't so good in South Bend, Lou can get a little hot under the collar, as he does with this referee. You need a little more lift on that hip toss, coach. But there's no denying that Lou Holtz is special, and at times, he's even magical.
The editorial page for people can't think. It's happened so many times we think that there's just going to be some kind of magic. Somebody will say a magic word or presto, and all of a sudden good things will happen. Yet you and I both know that deep down inside there ain't any way in this world you can possibly be successful without hard work and dedication and determination. An awful lot of people think, and I tore that newspaper up, that it's all just a figment of the imagination. If you have a good faith and a good belief, if you're very lucky, you can put it back together.
It's no wonder everybody wants a piece of Sweet Lou. Thanks for being such a great sport, Lou. Mississippi State punting to LSU, and the punter gets off a beauty, which returner Eddie Kennison decides to field at the 1-yard line. What a terrible decision. Ah, wait a minute. Correction. What a great play. We knew you could do it the whole time, Mr. Kennison. Why don't you just relax now as we travel once again to the beautiful Hawaiian Islands, as we set up some more Pro Bowlers with our fictitious pie eating contest. Green Bay Packer Reggie White is the host for our bogus bake-off. The 2 finalists, Peggy Price of Atlanta, Georgia, and Reggie's wife Sarah are also in on the prank. Reggie has asked various Pro Bowl players to serve as judges and pick a winner in the contest. However, what these players don't know is that we've added a few extra ingredients to the Hawaiian cherry pie that Sarah White is supposed to have baked.
Started with a little lemon juice and some nutmeg. Just a dash of salt. And of course, just a little bit of bitters.
Before we let the players try this awful tasting pie, we had them taste the good one that Peggy baked.
What do you think about this pie? Pretty good. Pretty good? What about you, Bruce?
Yeah, it's real good. Real good. Good pie. Very good pie.
It
was tasty. Well, it was good. It was light. Not like my mother's pie, but...
That's very good. Very good.
After washing that down, it was time for a slice of Sarah's scrumptious cherry pie. Let's see what our judges think of Sarah's entry.
Cheers.
What do you think?
The crust is good. Try the crust.
Oh, the crust was fantastic.
Yeah. Taste the crust.
Yeah, I did. What do you think about the pie? The pie itself is very interesting. Pick a winner. Which one do you think was the best pie? Well, let me get a water here. What do you think? What's the matter? What do you think, Keith?
I don't like it.
Why don't you like it? You don't like cheering?
Keith Jackson's an honest guy. Now watch Keith as he politely excuses himself so he can get rid of that pie.
Did you really like this pie?
I really did. But I don't want any more. I don't want any more.
Look up here, Steve.
Oh, yeah, I can understand that, bro. Boy. Yeah, I did. That's a nasty
You weren't going to eat no more,
No, I was not going to eat another bite of that, bro. That is some nasty pie right there.
She didn't make it. So.
No. I thank you for not, if I were you, I wouldn't claim it either, but still.
And finally, Eric Dickerson. Here's a guy who's not afraid to tell it like it is.
That is a joke. Hey, come here. Come here, Eric. Man, I'm a dad this one on you. Football funniest pranks. What do you think of that pie, Eric?
Oh, man, that is nasty. Very nasty. They had to put a whole pound of salt in that cake over there. I want y'all to know that. Y'all dogs the South. I want y'all to know that. We're going to get you back. Naughty. We're going to get you back.
Okay, guys, this is your last chance, so make it good.
We came to Tampa to have some fun, but we also came here to get a job done. On New Year's Day is the big game. We'll be blowing their minds and showing no shame. At the Hall of Fame is where we'll be with Frank, Wayne, and me and Sweet Tea. As you can see, it will be severe, but we'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year.
Now, wasn't that worth waiting for, folks?
Throws it back to Bruce, or Ken Moore. Moore tosses it out. Wiggins has it. He's the man who started it all. And it's still loose. Penalty flag on the play is the Stampeders. And it's picked up now by Charles Anthony.
Well, I guess that just about does it for us here. We hoped you enjoyed the look of the lighter side of football. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the 51-yard line.
Sign maybe?
Are you sure?
Big Ben ain't gonna do nothing, is he?